Amazon devices can get kind of confusing. There are up to 10 generations of e-readers, and each one has their own little mini sub-generation. This is the all-new Kindle, or the Kindle Basic, the Kindle Paperwhite, 2019 version, Kindle Paperwhite 4, and the 2019 Kindle Oasis, which is the Oasis 3. So it can get a little confusing, and we just want to show what the 3 latest devices from Amazon look like right here on the table, all lined up next to each other. So we just want to have all 3 of these in the same shot. Titles are up above, so you're not going to get confused which one's which. Want to have all 3s next to each other, and none of them are stuck down with our usual blue stickies because we're going to pick them up and show the camera and everything like that. So these are the home screens on all 3 of these. You see they're basically running the same home screen, but they all have different appearances to it. And we're not going to look at functionality today because you can just watch the reviews. So on the Amazon all new Kindle, or the Kindle Basic, it is not a flush screen and bezel. So if you are used to front screen and bezels, you're gonna have to deal with this 1.5 millimeter dip. I'm not sure what the imperial measurement is of that. You can do some conversions. So it is going to look like that. You are going to have this dip. You're going to have a bevel on the bezel. A bevel is a little angle. If you've done wood shop, you'll know about that. So they have the Amazon logo on the back. It's just a smiley face. Doesn't say Amazon or anything like that. This is the white version, if you're wondering why it's white, because it's the white color. Actually, all 3 of these are different color. This one's, we'll get to that in a sec. So it has a USB port, status indicator light. Just going to show you how they look today, because that's basically why we're here. We'll get into reading comparisons in a second. So this is the Kindle Paperwhite 4. This one is very reflective because it has a glass screen over the entire thing. So it's a glass flush screen and bezel. You'll see end to end, side to side. So it'll look like that. Catch some glare. It's going to basically drown out everything you're reading. It's very sturdy. It feels heavier. It does say Amazon on the back. Shows a decent amount of fingerprints, it being black, of course. USB port at the bottom. Status indicator light, kind of same setup as the all-new Kindle. This one is black, so whether you get... And you know what? This is actually a good opportunity. Whether you have a white version, a black version, or a champagne, how do they look to your eyes? Does this look more like spread out? Does this one draw your eyes in because the corners are black? Are you seeing more of a smaller screen? Does that look bigger, etc.? This is a bigger screen, so make sure you know that. This is a 7-inch, which actually not a lot of companies do, and this is the champagne color. Only available in the US and certain markets. This one is not available in Canada. And as you saw in our comparison, they actually don't have an FCC logo on the back. I don't know what all that's about. I thought that was pretty standard in the realm of consumer products. Power button up top. This one does have a very overactive gyroscope. I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I'm pretty sure they've gotten better since the Oasis 2. Someone will have to confirm that for us because they didn't include anything in the press material for us to do reviews. This one as well is very reflective because it is a flush screen and bezel. This one's also made out of metal. It's very... Well, it's not heavy and it's not heavy because basically it's very thin on the one side right there and all the components are here on the right. So this side's really heavy, this side's light, feels kind of unbalanced. You can change it to landscape mode, not with the gyroscope. Only if you change to the landscape mode, you can go 180 in that direction, but that's basically it. So just looking at them kind of head on here, you guys can pause the video at any time because there's been a lot of concern about black bezels and white bezels. So you guys can just take a second to see which one kind of suits your eye a little bit better. Yes, these are not the same book, but they are the all exact same font size, font 13, no bold, same Amazon Ember font. So again, you guys can just pause the video if you want to see how they look. This is the all new Kindle or the Kindle Basic. It's going to look like that when you're reading it. Does the glass screen get in the way of your reading experience? That's something you'll have to ask yourself. Is it better to have just a regular screen, kind of exposed, quote unquote, rather than a glass screen? Or is more screen real estate make or break it to you? Because that would be, the Oasis 3 would be the only option. The Oasis 2 they do have, but it's considered the previous generation, it's called, on Amazon's website. Same PDF on all three of these guys. Exact same contrast levels, nothing's changed, just to show you guys that all the settings are exactly the same. Again, you'll be reading it like this. Catch some light, the odd angle every once in a while. Again, we're not going to show any functionality or anything like that. That would take way too long. How do these look to your eye? I personally think screen real estate is everything when it comes to PDFs, and having that little extra oomph is can really change the game. Although I think this one is scaled down a bit, but you can fix that. You can fit to height, fit to width, all that kind of stuff. Lastly, one of the most important things is the glow light. Looking from the basic Paperwhite to the Oasis 3, you will see the drastic increase in quality, both in overall brightness, light distribution, and clarity. You will see that this is the Kindle Basic. They just don't have as much of a priority on the lighting section, and you will see that the Oasis is the first e-reader from Amazon to incorporate this, and this is warm lighting or candle lighting or whatever you want to call it, just using a different set of LEDs. And because they're both on at the same time, you can actually white balance them, which is really cool. These just have the blue LEDs, and Kindle was very resistant to putting warm LEDs on their devices, even though everyone else around them was doing it. So this is the Kindle Basic. It'll look like this. What a cool shot right now, I think. Like, because it's bouncing off the back and it's white, you know what I mean? And this is the Paperwhite. Paperwhite 4. And the Oasis 3. Very confusing, huh? Like I said, they have their own little mini sub-generations. So the third Oasis and the second Oasis are actually very similar. The third Paperwhite and the fourth Paperwhite are very different. The third Paperwhite and the second Paperwhite are very similar. If you guys have questions, you will seriously have to let us know, because we have the experience in all these. And if you are on the fence of which one's which, it's kind of what we're doing here. These guys offer such different things, from basic functionality to, well, Paperwhite level of functionality, which is kind of, to be fair, this is the golden standard of e-readers in 2019, is the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. I mean, that is what everyone kind of situates themselves around when they're competing with each other and trying to one-up each other. The Paperwhite is one of the best-selling e-readers of all time. The Oasis is a little bit of the odd man out, because it is bigger, it is really expensive, and prices are up at the top. If you guys are confused, $89, $129, $249, they're all USD, and they all will get more expensive with different variants. This one does have 8 gigs or 32 gigs, same as this, and this one only has 4. So if you get the cellular connectivity with, not just Wi-Fi, but the cellular with 32 gigs, this thing is actually going to be pretty expensive, and you can get all the way down to $89 and even less on sales. So if you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns on any of these guys, let us know. But for now, this is the 2019 lineup of e-readers from Amazon in each color. For goodereader.com, this is Peter.